so we're on our way in a snowstorm to go try to find someone that's lost in the woods. You'll say a prayer.
Footsteps walking when I do, I hear the sound, but see nothing as I look around. I see many eyes shining, following everywhere I go. Every time I look in the dark, they're looking at me. A foul smell in the air as people walk around without a care. Shadows in the corner of my eye, but when I turn to look, there is nothing there. A blur passes by, but what do I see? Only that who calls my name from the forest, the same as my father do. My hair stands up on the back of my neck, I feel sick and dizzy now. Disoriented, spinning around. A large wolf on 2 feet follows me, lurking and smirking from tree to tree, whistling for me to look as a clawed hand waves. My body tries to tremble, but I'm staying brave. Something sways back and forth, I look away. I remember my mother always told me that when I hear and see this in the woods or around town, I am to sound the alarm, but let others know predator Bigfoots are hunting, and I should go and let her know. My father knows what to do as he calls to other men too. Mothers find their children and let them know to stay close. Stay in the house and pull the shades down. Hold your breath and don't make a sound. On from the teaser before the predator Bigfoots are back and hungry for more. Man and woman form lines to clear the land. The brushes beat as townspeople walk from the street to the wood line, moving slow into the woods now, making no sound as a gifting tree is found. Food and children's items with sales and flowers too. Why would someone do this to our town? Putting us all in danger. The shoes of a stranger are seen. Someone has been feeding predator Bigfoots near our family's home. Trees bowed and pulled down, sharpened spikes placed in the ground as the forest goes quiet. Not a bird, cricket or frog. The trees are still, the forest has a chill. Weapons now ready as all know the sign that predator Bigfoots are around. Now it's a trap as he slaps on a tree. A whoop over there and a breath next to me. Now whoops everywhere behind every tree. A raven's call, but that's not all. Coyote sounds, how his broken branches are heard. A baby's cry, I hear a hoot, and an owl flies by a call for help. Then the sound of a scream, like a dream will come to the reality of now. Predator Bigfoots all around. They didn't make a sound till now. We all know, put the sign at his head to slow their charge. People run from fear as others stand clear, calm in the rain as the ground is now stained. The forest now quiet as only few walk away. Now we look the predators are down.
We on? Tonight's verse is Psalm 141:9. Keep me safe from the traps set by evildoers, from the snares they have laid for me, and we'll pray. Thank you, Father, for just warning us about traps, of giving us the eyes to see the traps, of telling us the many ways that there are traps for us mentally, physically, and spiritually, in every kind of way, Father. Thank you for letting us be a part of helping to warn others about those same traps and teaching them how to avoid them. Thank you for the guardian angels that you send out with us and put around us, around our team. We thank you for this platform. We do not take it for granted. We love you, Father. We thank you so much just for all the ways that you take care of us. In Jesus' name, the name of your Son, Yeshua. Amen.
Amen. All right, tonight we've got the fair use up in the corner here, just in case.
Is this fan too loud? Can you guys hear us? Can y'all hear us over the fan? We've got a...
We also put on low.
I'll put it on lower. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Okay. So let's see who's all here. We're going to, of course, we have very important books that people do need to read. PREDATOR Bigfoots and Spiritual Warrior's Path. That's on Amazon. There's also one in Spanish. Pa Grande el Predator y el Sendero de Guerra y Espiritual. Another book that we have is called Bigfoot Gifters. I think that's $11 or $12. And the PREDATOR Bigfoot has been changed to $20 to get more people to get the information. This Bigfoot Gifters is also translated to Spanish. Las Ofrendas de Pa Grande. And the children's book, Big Monster Spotters. So if you really don't know how to talk to the children about something like this, it'd be a great book for them to have. May 16th is coming up. We will be presenting this. This is our. We've been at festivals and listened to other people. We've been to. We even did a vending at 2 places to get more information out. But we actually now are going to be at the Antlers Public Library, 104 Southeast 2nd Street, on May the 16th, 2026, from 10 to 1 p.m. They'll be showing the Bigfoot documentary. Then we'll have a Q&A and a book signing afterwards. So after the Q&A, we'll have a table set up for book signing, autographed book signing for all of these books. So if you're in the area, want to come by and might learn, you will learn some things that you probably didn't know or has never been told or taught about this predator. That's a very important presentation that we're going to be doing. You will get to see the video, which it's free on YouTube. We put it on YouTube so everybody can see that and get that information.
Setting up the TV.
We have every place that we've been to, the vending, the presentations, even the festivals, just talking with people, we always share information that other people don't have. Tonight we're going to be talking about someone who is supposed to be the top researcher in Pennsylvania. And we looked at the video, just one video. I haven't seen any other ones. Well, I did see a little bit of a second one, but it was more of the same stuff, so I didn't finish it or anything. Just watched maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes of it. But this was the first one that we seen, or I seen. And this guy is supposed to be the top researcher, and he's missing all these things. And we're going to get to that, but if you're a tracker, or if you went through a course, or you've been with the channel for a while, you know more than this person does. But he's supposed to be the top researcher in Pennsylvania.
That's what he called himself, and he didn't specify Pennsylvania. He just said he's the top Bigfoot researcher.
Oh, so he could be the top researcher of the world, because he didn't specify Pennsylvania. But we know that that's where he's at because we had an interview with him. And even in the interview, we knew more than him. He was doing a lot of guessing, and he hasn't had any video of these things. So, if you're going to be the top researcher, you should at least have video and information that nobody else has. Not guessing or thinking or the opinions. But we're going to be watching this person and critiquing his work. Like I said, I haven't watched any of his videos really. I've seen this one, and it looks like he's right outside a apartment complex, or maybe it's a park or something.
There's a road in a parking lot very nearby.
Yeah, so it's not like he's out in the mountains somewhere or in the forest, which, you don't have to be.
No,
These things
that's something that's, yeah.
These things are everywhere, but, top researchers should at least be able to identify these things to warn people, let them know what's going on, where not to go, and to specify and say, these things are right here. Let your community know. We had one person, a local person, who watched the Bigfoot documentary, because we filmed that around here. And they were local. They knew these spots. And they said they never knew that those things were there. I mean, as far as the structures and the blinds and the things that we were showing in the video. So if you haven't watched that video, it's called The Bigfoot Documentary at Sasquatch Choctaw Tracking. You may have to spell out the whole thing.
Or maybe one of our moderators could put that link in.
Mm-hmm.
Right now I'm looking for the link for when he also calls himself Dr. Squatch, not the English brand, but the Pennsylvania researcher and Dr. Squatch. And for that, if you want that, I'll put that in the link. I did the second one because he's and he had next, but we never heard from him again. The only reason that he came across our radar was because I had seen a video in another somewhere on Facebook, I think it was. I'd seen a video, maybe even been YouTube, and the person was asking questions, and a lot of people in the comments were talking about, well, feed them, just do all these dangerous things. And I was saying, no, this is a trap. They're predators. They're always predators. And he came along, and it was actually months afterwards, and his reply to my comment was, "You're full of crap," or something along those lines. So that was when we decided, well, come on to the channel and teach us how because he said he was the number one,
or the top
Bigfoot researcher. So we said, well, sure, come on in and teach us what you think we need to know. And then a lot of you saw that interview. So anyway, we decided to swing back. We never heard from him again, so we decided to swing back by his channel and see, just pick a video and see how he tracks and what he does, and if there's anything that he missed or so here we are on Watching Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. Let's see who's all here. Let's check that out. Look who's first.
Tracker Lorna.
Tracker Lorna.
Hi, Tracker Lorna.
This is hi, Tracker, lead tracker Ian Jerry Wheels. Look at that. Guess who else is here? And heard.
Hey, Appalachian. How are you doing?
Appalachian Mountain Man. 8126. He says, good evening, Tracker Lorna. War Chief, he's here. He says, Holly to always Oseel and Ola, everyone. Appalachian saying hello to everyone. Hello. Tracker Lorna saying hello back to Appalachian. Lorna saying hello to War Chief. War Chief is saying good to be here and good to see you, Tracker Lorna. War Chief also says halito to Appalachian Mountain Man. And Appalachian is saying good to see you too. Look who's here also.
Hey, Deborah. I was thinking about you today.
All right. Good to hear from you. Glad you're back. Tracker Lorna saying hello to Deb, and so is War Chief, and she's saying hello back to both. JR, he says, howdy y'all. JR is here. Good to have you here, JR. JR's always smiling. He's always good.
Yeah, he is.
I always like his laugh.
Okay, I put the link in the chat to the previous interview if you want to watch that another time or rewatch it.
Tracker Lorna saying hello to JR. So is War Chief. And this is about the prayers. War Chief is saying amen. Tracker Lorna saying amen. And yes. And that hears you pretty good. And
good.
He says not too loud. All right.
Good.
And Appalachian says he can hear fine. Deb says sound good to her. Thank y'all for helping us with that reply also. Check. And Peculiar Path with Lead Tracker East says greetings all and thank you for being here.
If you click on that profile, you can sub to that channel too. Still sitting there at what's it at 9:59.
Yeah, we
Need 41 more to get to that big number of 1,000.
Yeah.
And it keeps going up. It'll go up 2, it'll go down 2, up 2, down 2. And that's our verse for tonight, Psalm 141:9. Keep me safe from the traps set by evildoers, from the snares they have laid for me.
And War Chief, what is Psalm 144:1? I know you probably know that just right off the top of your head.
Appalachian says, it's great to finally be able to catch a show. Oh, we're so glad.
Yeah, we hadn't heard from you in a while.
Yeah, well, you hadn't been able to stay. You just popped in that one night.
Yeah, she says, in the world, you say.
In the world, possibly.
Yeah, because he didn't say whether he was.
He just said the top. He got very offended that I should try to.
He said he was the top researcher, the top Bigfoot researcher.
In the interview, you'll see that one of the things that he was considering is that the Bigfoots, which he doesn't think are predators, thinks people that think they're predators are full of crap. He considered that maybe they even absorb and eat from the energy from the sun.
Yeah, they just lay around in the sun,
and that's how they feed them huge bodies.
Yeah, and that they don't eat meat and
possibly
not drink water, I think is what he said.
Yeah.
And you know, if we had creatures like that, they would be laying around everywhere. It wouldn't be like, they're just over there.
They wouldn't be hiding in the shadows if they ate from the sun.
Or underground, or
Yeah, in caves and hidden in every dark spot they can find.
No, they would be in the sun.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't mind them at all because all they're doing is, absorbing, like plant life. We'd be like, oh, just move it out of the way and go around it. Or, these big 15, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 pound beast, we wouldn't be saying anything really about it except let's move it out of the way so we can get to where we need to get. This thing is just eating sunlight like a plant.
Our lights were just blinking a little bit, so go ahead and say a prayer just specifically for good transmission, and that Lord, we just pray for no electronic interference, and that people will get the warnings that they need and the information that they need. It's got to be put out there, Lord, and you know it, and we're following the way that you lead us to tell people. So just help us, Lord. Keep the airwaves safe and protected, and keep the enemy blind to us, Lord. Don't even let them see our little broadcast here. Let only those with eyes to see and ears to hear that are from you and that need this information see this. In Jesus' name, amen. Deborah Mueller says, since I found your channel and read your books, I have never been able to go out and not see the signs. We were talking about that the other day, Deborah. That you can't unsee once you know. Matter of fact, it was the librarian that we were talking about. She got our book. We gave it to her first before she was going to put it on the shelf, and she read it. She took it home. She shared it with her husband, and she said that now she just looks at things totally different when she's outside. And then she went and watched a documentary, and she may even be listening tonight because she said now she is watching our channel. So
Which
she
is good.
She's a sweetheart of a lady.
Yeah.
Runs a really, really good library. And so we're looking forward to spending more time with her soon for that book signing. And thank you, Deborah.
And the link for the interview is this one. It's in the chat. So if you want to go watch that interview that we had with this person, you can go there and on to this link that's in the chat, click on it, and you can watch that video again if you need to.
And otherwise, you can go into the playlist and find one titled Interviews, and it's within there.
Okay.
And it'll say Top Bigfoot Researcher. Appalachian says, got hurt in December, had to have surgery in March, and on the mend now. I have slept a lot since I got hurt. Oh, wow. Sorry to hear that. Glad you're on the mend. And yeah, sleeping's the number one best thing you can do when you get hurt.
I hurt my back hurt one time, and even to turn over, I had to put a towel underneath me, and a friend had to just lift me up with that towel real slow just so I could turn over. It would hurt so bad. Because I wouldn't take the painkiller medicine. I was like, no, I don't need the drug. And then I just kept kind of moving like that. And it took a little while, but I got back up.
We're glad you're doing better and back with us.
Mm-hmm.
War Chief says, prayers for you, brother. Yes, definitely.
Amen from Deborah from that prayer. Amen from War Chief. And Appalachia is also saying thanks to War Chief for those prayers. And JR says,
isn't he the one who said Bigfoot don't have them bones, only ligaments?
yeah.
I forgot about that.
That's holding up a lot of muscle or a lot of weight.
Something so loud
On a
it can
ligament.
thump the forest, and you could feel the ground shake and
Who was it? I
can
think,
sink into the ground inches.
wasn't that JR who
I would say
actually
that
brought that
theory is
up?
full of crap.
I think it was JR that brought that up, or maybe it was Graybeard, or maybe it was Tracker 888 about having these beasts having so much weight that the ligament, if it's made of just ligaments, it's not going to hold that weight up. And one of them said, I can't remember.
Unless
who
it's
it
a
was.
giant land squid.
Yeah, it's something. Guess who's here? Guess who's here?
Night Stars is here.
Night Stars. What she was saying, good to see you, Night Stars. It's always good to see Night Stars. And we were talking about your voice and
Our littlest warrior. our youngest warrior.
Cub, but I'm thinking of Tracker J, right? Because she has that one.
Yeah, we can call it that.
Yeah, she.
Sometimes your voice is just the intonation. Right now, at this stage of her life, and the perky way that you both say hello,
Yeah.
it's now we both get mixed
I
up.
was like, who said that?
Which one said that?
All right, so again, we do have our fair use up there in the top right corner up here. So YouTube, that's what we're doing. It's fair use. Hope you don't do what you did the other time. Tracker Lauren saying prayers in the heart, and also too high to not stars.
If you're new to the channel, we'll just do a little, or even if you're not, a little refresher here. These are the things that we look for in these videos. And we like finding ones that are more than just sitting in a chair doing an interview talking. We like when they go out into the woods. We call these bows, arches, arcs, arco. That's not a natural thing. And sometimes they're pinned down on the top end by other branches. Sometimes they're just shoved into the ground. But when you're in an area where you see a bunch of these, you don't want to pitch your tent there. You don't want to put your children's toys up under there. You want to move away from that area because you're in a predator Bigfoot hunting ground. We call these lines land spikes. You'll find those under those bows oftentimes, and those are to herd prey through. The bows are over game trails. The prey gets herded through and over those.
Don't forget about these, because you're going to be seeing these.
We'll show you some live examples
in this video that this person has missed.
And this is called a pull down, when the branch is unnaturally pulled down. When you see that, is it every single time you see a branch like this? No. But if you're starting to see a lot of those, and it's about the strategic placement and the patterns of those pull downs. Sometimes they'll be twisted as they're pulled down too, and we call those twists. Whenever they make a predator ambush blind, they'll generally start with a pull down. That's the most common way. And then they start weaving in other branches and things to make a blind. Just like a deer hunter makes a blind to hide in the woods, this is the way that they blend in and hide into the woods. Does it have to be solid? No, it's just something to break up the silhouette. And because they're covered in hair and because they can cloak, it's just not hard to do to hide in there. We've got pictures of us standing in those blinds, and you can't even see us until we're waving or
and we're not dark and we're not cloaked.
Yeah. You want to also look in the woods if you see branches and stuff that are stacked up against trees, or look and see if they're actually, are they even rooted to the ground, or have they been placed there? Is there just is it a tree that's out of place because it's the wrong variety for the trees that it's in? Is it a branch shoved in that there's no, say there's no elm tree there in the area? You're in a bunch of cedars. Well, where did this elm stick come from? Or, pick a variety. You also want to look for breaks, which is a tree that snapped off at the top. Yes, those can happen naturally, but if you see a lot of them all around, if you see a lot of the breaks around, pay attention to that.
Yeah. Especially the height.
Mm-hmm. This is something else that we're going to look for. Corrals. We call these corrals or
pay
chutes
attention
sometimes.
To all this.
It's just the same way that the stores will herd you through to the cash register, but they're going to run you through exactly where they want you to go. Their game trail is running you through the candy aisle and the little kids' toy aisle and things like that. And in this case, they're running the game through certain directions where they got their ambush blinds all along beside that. And so you want to be very careful around those areas. These are also some weapons. Yes, they use weapons. We'll show you an example later of a hook and a club. And then down at the bottom, you can see another land spike.
Mm-hmm.
This is something, I don't think there's one in this one tonight. No. But we'll just go ahead and show it anyway. It's we call these drop-in pops, and they're sharpened stones or bones. that are put on the other side of it, so that if something runs over, the prey jumps over the top and they're going to land on that. We've even had them put under our tire after they were, tucked up under there after our car was parked for the night on concrete, sharpened bones stuck where if we had backed out without seeing it, it would have popped our tire. And some of the tractors have had tires popped twice in one track. So those are just some of they're very cunning. They're predatory. They've been around a long time.
But knowing their signs, like we were talking with some other trackers, that kind of it makes them kind of stupid because they're making these open signs in front of everybody. But that also means that there's a lot of people who are also
unobservant, untrained.
Okay, let's say unobservant.
They're stupid if they know all these signs and then they still go into these areas. Okay, but before they get to that point, if they just don't know the signs, they just don't know. People don't. Most of them don't even know that this is a thing, right? And they certainly don't tell them on the videos. They just tell you where to put your apples in peanut butter and things like that to try to engage with these predators, and we're absolutely against that.
And when they do that and they find out that these things will eat them, this is a book that these people need to read before they start trying to put peanut butter out and
having a relationship,
apple pies and things like that, because when they are hungrier, they know that you're going to be bringing something out next week or at a certain time, and you're fair game.
There are even bad people, bad researchers that will use people as bait, especially women. They want them out there on during their cycle, so that that scent of blood will attract, or they may even ask them for feminine pads. It's just like they don't care that these predators are picking up the scent of this woman. It doesn't affect them. They just care about the woman getting them what they want, and that's really a demented and very cruel thing to do. When you do go tracking or camping, you want to make sure that the females in your group are not on their cycle.
Yeah, we say if you're on your cycle, you're not going to go out there with us.
If it starts while we're out, let us know. It's not a big deal. It's a natural thing, but let us know so that we can pack it up.
Yeah, we came
or arrange things differently.
It happened one time
for your safety. Yeah,
we came back and
no.
I didn't know until we got back. With Lee Track Erie had talked with the female and said, "All right, well, let's go back." And she said, "We need to go back." I said, "Okay, well, we'll go." And
but she was intelligent enough to let us know. That had happened, because that's a scent. The same reason that they put up the land spikes.
Yeah.
Because they want that blood scent.
Yeah. Where she says knowledge is paramount.
Absolutely.
Sure is. You got to know these things. And we're showing you these things. There's other videos. There's other channels that are showing you. They're not showing you and telling you exactly what we're telling you. But you can see these same things in their videos, where they're tracking and what they're doing. Well, where they're walking, what they're doing. Because they're not tracking out there. They're just kind of
most of the time
going in and out and making noise and talking and doing whatever. So they're not trackers. They're people who go out there and try to get information for other people. And then you even got hecklers out there who heckle that, even though they won't go out there and find the information themselves.
Yeah.
That's just.
Should we show these while the lights are on?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do it.
Okay. This is an example of something that would be a land spike. If you were on a game trail and you were running and herded through one of the bows.
If you tripped,
boom.
And these have been broken off. And if you was to hit these, something hit these. But if you was to hit those are going in you. Don't think that if you fall on that and it's got a sharp point, it's not going to go in you.
Things get shifted around in the forest and even in your yard. And they're going to use whatever's out there to their advantage, even the things that you cut down or the debris that you leave laying around. They're going to use it to make their blinds, or, if they're in the area, just to make their hunting system. That's what this is all about, food. Everything with them is about food. And we don't mean sunshine.
Yeah, we don't mean photosynthesis.
We want to show you this so that you can watch later. Look how that has been picked and sharpened. When you get, I hope I can get that edge. If you could see how sharp that edge is, and it's picked. And yeah, that's better. This was shoved into the ground, especially near waterways is where you'll see this, where they're digging things and clubbing things. And so, and this is a rather large one, but you can find smaller ones too. We've got a lot of examples.
We actually, this was in the city of Broken Arrow, in a big town, a big city just outside Tulsa. We're asked to track in that area, and we're looking at certain things. And this was by a lake area, a little inlet, kind of not an inlet, but a small isolated kind of lake, kind of mossy, kind of weird pond kind of thing, in the middle of Broken Arrow.
Right. And
this was standing right there at River Edge and was looking at it. And we walked over to it, and it was stuck in the ground. We walked over to it, and I felt it, and I said, oh. So I pulled it up, and then I looked at it, and I said, look, this is a spear. This is a fishing spear. Or they can use it for anything, really. This thing, now this tip also has been broken off. So this tip has been used, and this thing is it comes to a sharp point on the edges also. So it will go in, but that tip has also been broken off. But this was...
somewhere there's a video from when we did that track with Jose and Tanya too.
I'm not sure what it was called. It might say Broken Arrow. But
or Tulsa.
We tracked there, lots of sign. That's where a lot of people go bicycling, running, walking their dogs, walking their kids and everything. And there was sign all over the place.
There was a lot of footprints, predator Bigfoot footprints in the water.
Yeah.
And busy highway nearby, underpass, and that's also where we found the backpack that.
Yeah. Somebody from a different town, their ID was scattered out there too.
Yeah. Clothing
was scattered. The backpack went through, and we didn't find any a body or anything, but you could tell this person was there visiting by the...
it was like they had come to town maybe for, like they were an electrician or something, and they had come to town for... convention or training, something like that. Maybe what do you call it? Continuing education type thing.
Oh yeah.
That's what it looked like. They had collected some things from that, and but we never got any leads on that person. Never found that person.
Now this is it's been broken off.
It was much longer.
Yeah, we broke it off. It's too big to carry. I mean, the whole
we didn't
thing.
break it off on purpose, but
yeah.
It got broke.
And this was laying right where people go fishing in Mississippi, right there on the reservation. I mean, it's a fishing spot, but the handle part was in the water. So if you was to walk and maybe even step in between this, or even if you're not paying attention, this is a hook, and it was laying. The other side was in the water. All it has to do is wrap it around your leg and pull it in. And if there's drag marks, people are going, and there are alligator there, and they would say, "Well, it looks like someone got pulled in by an alligator."
You not think twice.
Not think twice.
And this was that was also where we found. So there was like a memorial, Native American memorial, and then a little pier that went out, and a huge dugout underneath that pier. This was laying there, half in the water, near that, underneath that pier where there was a little dugout. There wasn't any sign of alligators there. But there, when you crawled inside there, you'd be sitting in the water, but you could see people pulling into the parking lot, and you could see, if you were walking above and you looked down, you would not be surprised to see a pair of eyes there.
Yeah.
Because that was an ambush spot for anyone coming down on the side there to play in that water. Just a couple more examples of, they can be all sizes of the picked through spikes.
Hold on. Let's see that.
Which one?
We just want to show you also. Yeah. Can you grab that one from the other room?
Which one?
The cane.
Okay.
Now these were found also. One stuck in the ground. This side right here was stuck in the ground, and this side was sticking up. And this is sharp. This will go in anybody. It'll go in deer, and it's chipped again. Like we said, look for those chippings.
This one?
It's a brown and black striped cane.
Oh, okay.
I think it's in that other bedroom.
Okay. Just
Yes,
show
but-
it to you on that opposite end.
Okay. But this right here, this spike right here, was in the ground under a bow by a tree. On a tree that's laid down. We'll show you some things tonight. But if an animal was to hit this, it would impale. And if you can see how sharp this is what somebody would land on, even at nighttime. If you was to hit this at night, not knowing about it, this thing would impale you. And again, when the Bigfoots, when they use this, they chip. Where's your camera? They chip, and that's one thing we look for, because there are. Is that wind up?
It's raining.
Oh. We just went out. Okay. So what we always look for that chipping, because they do have their fingernails or hard fingernails, stones that clip, but I've seen so many fingernail scrapings, especially around these things. This will impale you. This will impale you. This is also another spike that we found out there. Same kind of trap. Same kind of trap. This one is also, if you was to fall on this thing would go in deep. Here's another one, and you still see chipping on it. And look at that point also. This point's been broken off also. So something has hit that. And this was also stuck in the ground, pointed. And so you land on this, or any animal, something did hit it before. But you can also see the chipping, the same kind of chipping on the top of that. Can't really see it because we need light from that side, but that's okay. Also, and this is what we call a twist. And we had to cut this and cut this. We had to cut this with the saw and cut this with the saw to get this. But this is hardened wood that's been twisted. I could give it a good try, but I couldn't do it. But this tree has been twisted as a marker. Lead tracker eagles went into a bigger hut. Now, of course, the Bigfoot didn't make the cane, but it found the cane. And what it did was broke it off and not only broke it off, but made the tip. And again, the tip has been used, not by us, has been used. And again, it's been made to jab into food or an animal or prey, any kind of prey. That's what we were talking about a while ago about the dropping pops. This is the one that we found behind our vehicle's tire. Oop. And if we would have rode over that, it would have went right into the tire and punctured it. We call these dropping pops. They're very sharp. And you'll find them made from stone, made from wood, made from bone. Especially if you're out there camping or in a predator area. We're having technical problems. Not by us. I think we got a storm in the area. But here's also a weapon and a dog that we had before, but we had to rehome it. Good dog, great tracking dog. Was trained with the Sierra sounds and different Bigfoot sounds, so it didn't react, it didn't howl. It just got down lower and got quiet, so we could find where it would lead us. But it also led us to a den made of debris, and to another Bigfoot that had another dog. But this was from a different time that this one was found. And this is balanced, and it's got a handle. You can see where it begins. It's also very sharp on the back end. This has been weighted. This is balanced. And if you was to hit something with this was in a Bigfoot blind, hit something with this, you're going to crush it. You're going to break bones.
Where this cane was found,
Oh, that was yeah.
this is next to a railroad track in Amherst, right inside of there.
Yeah. And we talk about those.
Actually,
We're talking about
uh-oh.
bowed wood.
They can be huge.
Yeah. And the
They
size
can
of
be tiny.
the size of the bow, the size of the prey. There's small bows for mice, rats, rabbits, dogs, pig, deer, man, car, man on a horse, big truck, and a lot of people will find the size of that person, the biggest person in that house. There'll be a bow that size, and there'll be a way in the woods. And it'll be kind of like the only way you can go through in the woods if you want to go into the woods. There'll be a bow that size for you.
And this is the kind of thing that we're talking about will be shifted around and laying under it.
Yep.
Or maybe a log's on the other side of this, and you go to jump over the log.
Where's that bow?
This is what they could land on.
Where's that bow? And we're going to show you this will be laying, and this tip has been broken off also. Both these tips we found in the place where deer run. But we're going to show you, and this will be placed in the ground, facing the game, and this bow is going to be there too. And the side, if it's a deer, it's going to come over. And it's going to jump this, but there'll also be something there to make it jump. And there'll be something there to either these spikes will be on the other side like this. So when they jump over, they impel themselves.
Aiming different directions.
Leaving that blood scent.
Learn to look at it through the eyes of a hunter. Not a normal deer hunter, but someone who doesn't have access to weapons. If you have to use what you have, try to hunt. How would you do it? Looking for strategic patterns.
So you have a weapon arrow shot, and this is all you had there, you would use what you could as a way to get your food. And people are on the menu. People are on the menu. And you'll see big trees, bold, small trees. But you just got to know what you're looking for. And these things are not, these are not forced friends. These are not forced people. These are not ancient people. These are not
Your brother,
the
missing link.
missing link. These are predators with predator
Guardians.
DNA.
They want to eat.
And we call it, what we call it? Sasquatch DNA.
Spider Squatch.
Spider Squatch DNA. And
You can look for the playlist, Just the Basics. And there's some Spider Squat. And we explain exactly what we mean about their origin in there. And you won't find that in other Bigfoot channels. We're not talking about just Bigfoots. We're talking about Bigfoots and hybrids. And it'll explain, it's in the book, what we mean.
walking wolves,
People call
chupacabra,
dogman, lizard man,
dogman, lizardman, mothman,
man, bear, pig. They're
turtle
just
frog, Batman,
variations of the same original predator.
water spirits,
You want to read about the shoots real
the
quick?
same DNA. Yes,
We're going to read this real quick because you're going to see some of this in this video.
this is on page
131.
131 in the Predator Bigfoot and the Spiritual Warrior's Path book.
It says shoots, corrals, and funnels. Shoots are branches, tree limbs, sticks, vines, and stickers placed between two trees or bushes that are used to block access and to force prey in a certain direction towards blinds and traps. Corrals are predator Bigfoot structures used to herd and gather prey for consumption. Corrals have trees or logs placed on the ground with a backstop formed from other trees, stickers, and vines, like a netted trap or a spider's web. These enclosures are an open framework of woody materials used to enclose prey in a specific location. Funnels are structures designed to guide prey along a preferred path, culminating in a corral entrapment area. When you are in the forest, you suddenly have to back out because you can't continue through. You have likely entered such an area. Funnels or shoots are vines or bent brush in a circle-like pattern where prey has to enter. The deeper the prey goes in the funnel, the tighter or smaller the circle gets as a funnel spider web is designed. In an area that has a lot of bent over saplings creating bows, look around to find ambush spots nearby. Tree blinds are in trees. Look up.
Tree blinds.
Tree blinds are in trees. Look up. In natural or dugout holes in the ground, look down. Behind trees, bushes, boulders, buildings, in standing hollowed out trees, vehicles, and tents, look around. They will also be under structures. Look under. Just lying flat in the shadows. Look longer. So that's
And what page?
that's our
131?
advice to Dr. Squatch. What?
131.
131 in the Predator Bigfoot and the Spiritual Warrior's Path. It's been out for 3 years.
Now, everyone knows what a shoot is from what you at like a cattle auction, or if you're loading cattle, or it's a shoot. It's where they want odds on where they want cattle to go down.
Everything takes path of least resistance.
Everything takes the path of least resistance. Whenever that goes off, we have to start back over.
Okay.
So if I wanted somebody to go this way, I'm going to put something up where that open area they could go through. But put something up there. If I put something up there, it's going to go this way and go right down this way. And animals will do that naturally because they're not going to try to dig and jump and climb. I mean, if they have to, they will. But if there's an open way to go around it, those animals are going to walk up to that chute and go all the way down and then go around it. But these predators build this. These predators build this so it will go right into the corral, right in. Right, yeah. You if you ever went to a rodeo, they put chutes out there, get the buck and bull to go. Get the buck and bull to go down that chute, put them in that gate for the bull rider to get on. They open it up, and that's a big corral. That's a big area where everything happens. Life and death happens there. So we're going to be looking for those things, and you're going to see these things. Now, the guy who's the top researcher, we're not sure if he's of the world or not, he's walking into a trap, and he don't know it. He thinks this is just the best way around. And he talks about things that is in this book that we say don't to. Does what he's looking at, and he's the top researcher.
You know, some of the stuff, the Bigfoot is there, but he thinks and he doesn't recognize the trap.
Recognize the trap. And he doesn't recognize the trap. Oh, let's catch up on comments, if any, and then we will begin. Let's see here. Tracker B is here.
Tracker B. Not sure. Huh.
Okay. And Tracker B says, hi, I'm on the phone with Cam. She said hi, and she loves y'all. She said hi to Grandpa War Chief. She loves you too.
Tell her we love her.
Yeah, and we're thinking about her always.
Looking forward to seeing her pretty face again.
Yeah. Let her know we're thinking about her every day.
We sure do.
And Tracker Lorna saying hi to Bernice. War Chief is saying hello to Bernice. And Tracker Lorna is also saying,
say hi, love you all from all of us. And Bernice says she is happy and says, thank you, Tracker Lorna, and she loves you too. War Chief says, love you too, Cam. Night Star says, that is sharp. War Chief says, the video is glitching at times, Lead Horse. And there are strong thunderstorms in to y'all's west, Lead Horse.
Okay, so that means it's heading this way.
Hopefully they blow through quickly. If it gets too bad and it goes out too long, then we'll just pick it back up again tomorrow. But we're going to continue for now.
No, I don't need no rain because I need to practice some things we're doing. But I don't want to sit here and glitch all night either.
Well, let's do what we can.
Okay, we're gonna do what we can. But if we blank out and get too
gets
bad,
too long and too irritating too often, we'll wrap it up and start tomorrow.
Okay, so we're gonna put a screen up. We're gonna switch everything around, and we're gonna get the video up, and we're gonna go ahead and get started.
And the name of his video is Pennsylvania Bigfoot Research with Dr. Squatch, and this particular video was made on 3/30/25, and it's called New Camera, New Scout.
New camera, new scout. All right, so we're gonna be right back. Let's get everything turned around, and it shouldn't take us but about a minute. Good.
Yep. We have our super high-tech pointer sticks here from our mini blinds. And we have, if you hear this bell, the BS bell, that means he says something that we think is BS. That we know is BS.
Oh, here we go. There we go.
Okay. Fair use for educational purposes.
All right, so let's see where he's at. Some kind of a housing or a park or something.
There's a road nearby, a parking lot, yeah.
Let's give it a check it out and see where he's at and what he's doing.
He's testing out a new camera.
And also, if you'd like to help support the channel, I'm going to put this down in the bottom. We're not really trying to do the what's it called, the super chat. They take way too much. So if you want to help, you can become a Patreon member or help through PayPal or Cash App.
Or like and share the channel. Share the videos. That makes a big difference too.
Folks, Dr. Squatch here. I got a brand new camera. Very hard to work with. Having trouble trying to figure it out because I don't want to read the manual. But I think I got it figured out here.
We are glad that he's at least whispering and not out there yelling, but he's also by himself. But
So some kind of parking lot or housing or apartment complex or something.
maybe a small park.
No, I would say it's an apartment complex of the things that he finds and everything.
Yeah.
The park you really wouldn't be dealing
True.
with there. They're fine here. Remember, here's the camera.
always want to listen to the birds when you're out there. Hear a bird, find a bird. If you hear one, make sure that it is actually a bird and not a mimic of a bird, because the predator Bigfoots will mimic birds.
There's something dark right here. I don't know what it is, but it didn't really belong with that tree. But here's the tree. Looks like it's on the back side of it.
Some pull downs.
Just what we was talking about. These are pull downs here.
Right there at the entrance to this little area.
Yeah, this is where it sets. This is a blind to cover this thing that comes up at night and watches. It sets right there. I don't know what that is too.
Pull downs, a lot of pull downs. The top researcher needs to be letting people know that these are pull downs and this is a blind.
And if you were sitting behind this,
Look at that.
yeah, if you're sitting behind this, these people over here at this housing, it might be a food thing, dumpster.
Yeah.
Right here, that if it's sitting right here, they're not going to see it, especially at nighttime.
Not sure. This may be a bow.
And if people knew what they was looking at, they would cut these down, trim this up, thin that out, so you could have a good line of sight and see what's there instead of having all this bent tree area.
You see these in your yard, you get rid of them.
There's also another area that goes around.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but if you see these in the area,
If you see these in your yard, get rid of them.
Yeah.
Cut all this out. You have a clean line of sight, higher than you think you need, as high as you can reach.
yeah.
There are more pull downs over there. To that tree to the right had a few more pull downs.
Yeah. Now there is a way around here. And there's a way here. Right through here. Over this. See that chute? So you would go this way. And they want you following right through here. Right through to the corral. And this is for deer, dogs, things like that.
You'll notice game trails nearby.
And even dogs, they'll follow that game trail because they're smelling for the deer, they're smelling for whatever, and they're going to do the same thing. But a deer will come through and go up and see that and go this way. A man would come up, and instead of climbing underneath there and go that way, they would go, oh, it's easier to go down the trail, which is a trap. So go into the trap.
See a little corral system starting right here.
He just called this a little playpen area.
Playpen area. Oh, a playpen area. No, sir, it is not a playpen area. They're not children. They don't have cute little cuddly babies. They're predators. This is not a playpen area. This is a trap. This is what we would call a corral.
This is a part of a blind, and this is a part of a blind. They'll sit right behind it, and they may be there. And they'll come up this way and get the food. Not a playpen, Dr. Superior, whoever. And they'll come up this way. And if any game goes this way, they're waiting right here, and they're waiting right here. So either way, coming or going. But if there's prey out here, all they got to do is come out this way or come this way.
Yeah, and the blinds he's just passed.
And
So
if they
it's
go-
surrounded.
Yep. Blinds all over this place. There's that other game trail right there that goes
Something
around.
going over.
Yep. So there was something right here, but somebody took that part out. But all of this too, this is the corral. This right here is to help corral, but they'll also sit right there. They'll sit behind these trees. So they're watching that game trail also. There's two right here.
You want to be careful around any bends, and that's in waterways or on land, even on the road.
So he's going around the tree, what we just talked about.
Hear that? Pay attention to that bird. And I say bird in quotes.
So he's standing right where deer would go in or these predators would come out. He's standing right where the trap is, or one of the traps. There's a lot of traps here. Just like we talked about, all it's got to do is see him, especially if he was coming out at night and doing whatever. Right here behind this,
Yeah, you would not see him.
they just come out and get him, and this way too.
See, that was pulled down.
Yeah. So here is that. This is all a trap area.
Tangle your feet.
Here's that log they want you to jump over. And here's that chute. So this game trail is going to go like this and back that way. It's not going to go over this. And he's following exactly where it's designed for them to go, right down the chute, just like a bull going to the chute for the rodeo. Now watch you. Go over that, or
Trip.
you're going to go down the chute.
His
Go.
foot just hit it.
And that's another thing too. He hit that log, didn't he?
Sounded like it.
What that log's designed for. Right here.
Oops. Oops.
Oops. He hit that.
It's easy to do too. We got to make sure we pick our feet up high.
Yep. This guy's going exactly where it's designed, where these predators had made a trap for people, dogs, deer, wildlife, whatever. Homeless, people like that.
Oh yeah, addicts, teenagers trying to hide out and party,
We're gonna back that up.
runaways.
Yeah, because
They're going to pick these isolated areas also.
hit it. There you go. Now, when you come, he's following that chute that was right there, so he's going to go this way. This is a trap. This is a blind right here, and here's a blind right here also waiting. Now, we also got to look at this. This is to hang. This is to catch deer, to flip them over. Get them to fall. Get them to fall on these spikes that will impale them or kill them. This is a trap area. This is where the blind is. Here's another blind back here.
Even if it just breaks their skin, it's still going to leave that blood scent.
There's the blind right here.
Watch that dark spot
Here's
over
where they
there.
would get hung. He goes down here. There's a print right there.
Another corral for me.
Bow over there. Look at that sharp
Yeah.
piece of wood that's put there. Either way you come, if you come this way, you're going to get hit by these spikes. Or if you're going this way, you're going to get hung up in that one. And you're going to be following this chute. He's following exactly where it's
He's
designed.
supposed to.
He don't know what he's doing. He's walking right into the trap.
Right into his guardian's trap.
Yep. And these things will be waiting with these things right here.
You catch it at the wrong time when they're there
And there's no
in
food.
that area.
And they hadn't eaten in a while. You're on the menu.
All those little dark shadow areas need to be checked out.
That's a big blind right there. Right here. He needs work on his camera too.
Well, I think that's why he's out there.
I mean, not the focusing, well, the focusing too, but
Slow down.
slow down in your turns. There's a trail. He's going right where everything's supposed to go.
That's something I do too fast sometimes too. I've got to remember to slow down when using the camera.
So he's going, he's just walking right into the trap. And it's designed that way, just like a deer trail. It's designed to be the easiest path for animals to go through. And like what we do, we don't ever go on those trails. We go off the trail. We go where the Bigfoot would be walking to find their footprints, see how many's in the area, what the sizes are.
You'll notice a lot of stories that people talk about them pacing them. They're not pacing them down the trail behind them. They're off to the left or to the right.
Yeah, they got their own walking.
And walking alongside, parallel.
And these people are always walking down a road or a trail.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's never them just walking in between all this brush. These things already are watching those trails, watching that human trail, the animal trails, the highways, the roads, dirt roads.
Now they might cut diagonally just to get ahead to where they know the person's going to end up, because the person or the prey, whatever it is going to take that path. But there's always more than one also.
But this guy just, and he's not telling people about these traps, these bows, these blinds, these chutes, these corrals.
He thinks they're playpens.
Yeah, he's calling them playpens. This right here is another one.
Oh,
and you
yeah,
got a bow.
big time.
Here's a blind. This is where it sets to watch this
Lay
area.
down in a spider crawl.
It sets back there, sets right here.
Remember that they come in all sizes too, and the little ones can be just as dangerous.
And he's in a corral. All this is empty, but all this is blocking all the ways. If you was going here, they got you on both sides. This is kind of blocking this way, so an animal would come in and go this way, keep going, but it would be corralled in a circle, because you got this one here is going to eat, this one here is going to eat, and if you go in between, it's got you too.
Remember, we read the page in the book describing exactly this. And the bows in the background. That's unnaturally pulled down.
And this is also in the book. This is where they want you to be. This is what, well, they want the deer, they want the dogs to come right into this area, because it is a corral.
See that twist?
Yeah. And this is early spring. And once this shrubbery comes in, you won't even see this area.
Yeah.
They'll
That's
all
why if you got time, get out there in your yard now and push that tree line back before all that green comes in.
Yep. See, he's in the corral right now. All blocked off. That dark area. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go back and
Okay. We're gonna go back just to
watch this area right here.
yeah. Let me slow it down for everybody. Hope everybody can. Your TVs are good to see what's coming up. You can just catch that with your eye.
Watch right in there.
That dark spot right here.
See that?
That's an eye.
See that blinking?
Everybody see that blinking? We're going to back it up to show you that
Let's see the comments.
right in that dark area, that was an eye blinking. Oh, this one. This looks good right now. Okay, good.
Where Chief said, well, I can tell he's not very sharp. He doesn't explain any of the obstacles or structures as he's walking along.
Yeah, the trap he's in. And if you watch, you're going to see an eye blinking.
Did y'all see that? We'll replay it.
Yeah, we'll replay it.
Watch that spot.
Got a Bigfoot back there. It's a small one. Right here. Right there. Right above. We're going to show it again.
And one thing that they will do is they'll have eyes open until they see that you're looking at them, and then they'll close their eyes.
Yeah.
Day or night. Because they know it gives them away.
Yeah.
There's also a little bit of movement up above it.
Remember, right here in that V.
Do y'all see that?
Let us know if you've seen that, and just in case, we're going to play it one more time, then we'll move on. But just let us know if you've seen that eye blinking. Okay, where she's seen it. Trackalorna, good, good. Thank y'all. Okay, we'll show one more time, then we'll move on. Appalachian Mountain Man's seen it. All right, good. There's the blinking coming up right there. Sees that he's looking right at it and closed his eyes.
So he didn't see it. Like he checked out that spot. We're glad he zoomed in on it, but he didn't see that. JR says he saw the eye clear.
Okay, we'll show it one more time, then we're moving on.
You gotta watch those dark tangled spots.
Yeah. Right there between that V, when he zooms in, Right here between the V. We'll zoom in more. But look at this eye blinking. Okay. Get back to regular speed.
More bugs.
Now also,
Hey, Kelly. Kelly's in the room.
hey, we're gonna slow this down for you real fast, Kelly.
You got here right at the best time.
We're gonna slow this down for Kelly so she can see also real fast.
Look right in here, Kelly. When you get up here, there's an eye blinking right here.
And we'll show you. Hopefully, if you're on a phone, hopefully you can see it. But if not, you can watch it and replay at home. And right before it, it's going to zoom in a little bit better in just a second. But right here, between this V right here, this dark spot is where the eye is. Right there between that V. So be watching here, and you'll see that eye blink. Hopefully you've seen that. That was, but if not, you can also go back later and look at that. This is it on regular speed.
She said, "Oh yeah."
Oh yeah.
But that's right where you would expect it to be.
Yeah, for us trackers, because we'd be looking for those darker than dark areas, those dark spots,
At a bend,
discolorations.
in a blind.
So we would be looking around and with everything else is not really dark, but right here it is. And this is also, he's walking in from this way. So this is actually, well, he's walking in this way, kind of straight in. So this is the best advantage point to watch that opening, that trail that he took.
Hey, did Kay get a link?
No, I'm sorry.
I thought you sent her one earlier.
Give me 1 second, please. We forgot to do something. It'll only take us a second.
For some reason, Kay can't get in the regular way, so we have to send her a link.
Okay, we're sending you the link. I think she can listen, but she just can't. I mean, she can watch, but she can't.
She can't talk.
Comment. We forgot Kay. We was doing some things, but give us 1 second. We're sending you the link now. What she sent us.
While we do that, can I see? Will that show on here? Yeah. Hope y'all can see those two little ugly things. They're right there, head to head. Those are in a similar kind of thing like that. They can be very tiny. That was in a blind near the other blind that we showed you the picture of earlier. That same location, just, down the tree line a little. And that was here in Antlers.
Kelly said that she sent. Oh yeah, great catch. She says. She also says hello to Tracker Lorna and War Chief. And oh, it looks like Kay has to be up at 5. So she had to leave.
Okay.
Okay. And Kelly is saying happy birthday to Tracker Lorna and Night Stars. And thank you for letting us know, War Chief. All right, so let's see what the world's best is doing next. So you're in the crowd, man.
You sure you're
All
paying
around
attention
you.
to the birds, the bird sounds?
But these are all trap areas. This area
One after the
here,
other.
this area here. I mean, this whole area is watched. And there was actually a Bigfoot that he didn't see, but they're here. They're there.
Getting pretty thick back here. I don't see any way out.
There you go. Boom. Exactly. And then he laughs. He says, I don't see any way out. I'm in a trap. Ha 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 ha.
And we just read that
That's exactly the point.
in the 131, page 131 in the Predator Bigfoot, might as well call it a handbook or manual.
Really?
Yeah, it will save your life. And exactly what we're explaining is exactly where he's at.
The top
The
researcher
top researcher.
walked right into a trap, and then he laughs about it, still not even realizing it's a trap. He just says it can't get out this way, but he doesn't know that it's an actual designed, manipulated trap.
Yeah.
Or at least he doesn't indicate that he does, or he wouldn't be laughing.
And Kelly says, hear a bird? Find a bird. Make sure that's a bird you're hearing out there,
Yeah.
because these things mimic. And Kelly says,
Best book, saved my life many times. Good.
all
Good,
right.
Kelly. Thank you for that.
This book does explain everything that he's looking at, going through right now. He just don't know. He needs to read the book too. At least he'd be more aware of where he's at and how
That's
dangerous.
exactly why.
Yeah.
Getting pretty thick back here. I don't see any way out.
And he laughs about it, but that's designed
Definitely
that
sitting
way.
right here. They got this all barricaded in right here.
Good. He knows it's barricaded in there.
He said, this is all barricaded in right here. Trap right there. If you want to jump there, you come around that corner, you got these things. Oh, that looks like
But
something
he
too.
sees it as
A play area.
a place to stop him, not to trap him.
Yeah, from going in places. But this is where they want the deer, the animals to come into. Then they got them all corralled in. We got a fence here. But if they do want to jump there, this is a blind, and they're waiting right behind this tree, right behind this bush. Come there. They got one right here too.
They can also be above.
Yep. And he's saying, "Oh, I can't go any further," and laughs about it, not knowing he's in the trap.
So he's not teaching people that this is a danger area. He literally called this kind of thing a playpen. Earlier in the film.
That's a barricade, all right. That's a corral, man.
So if something's already coming up behind you, what you gonna do? There's a twist.
That's another blind right there. This whole area has got
One big trap.
one big trap, one right after the other. Blinds where these things, they got every area covered. Anything goes this way, this has got something. Over there, there's something there.
He just tripped on something again.
And there's a way through here, but you got to be on all fours because these things do go on all fours, but there's still a trap back there.
I wish it was more clear.
Yeah, if he's better cameraman.
No, yeah, got to be careful of that.
Okay, you see, this is also where they don't want you going. If you're going to go through, they want you going through this way.
By them bows,
Yeah.
exactly.
They want you going this way. They don't want you going this way. This way's blocked off. They want the animal to go this way or that person. I don't know why he don't see that. He might think it's the easiest way to go through, but it's designed to be to get you into this trap, into the eating area. There he goes. See, that way's blocked off. This way's blocked off.
Got a few markers up here. Got a red one, a blue one, another blue one. Middle of nowhere.
It ain't really the middle.
He said,
It ain't really the middle of nowhere because we just saw the parking lot. Like
we just
2
seen the
minutes ago.
houses right there, and there's a park and there's a road.
It
So
was 7 minutes ago he was standing in the parking lot.
it's not the middle of nowhere. This is in the middle of maybe that house and this house, that park, and
Yeah.
but he also said, look at this red marker. Oh, there's a blue marker too.
It's trash.
Yeah. And if you're gonna have a marker, you're not gonna have yellow, blue, green, purple.
Right. It's not like a park trail sign,
It's got,
arrow, right?
he's making a mountain.
A lot of people try to say that they love blue and they're attracted to blue. No, well, they pick up trash and they know that humans might be attracted to blue if they notice that humans stop at blue things in particular. But
This
it's
guy
not
does.
because they just love blue. They wouldn't love blue because it would attract people to them if they were trying to hide.
Yeah,
Because it's unnatural.
it wouldn't be a marker for their home if it's going to catch their attention, someone's attention. It's not going to be a marker for them.
He said, "What are the odds?"
Yeah, where are the odds out
Pretty
here
good.
in
Pretty
the middle of
good.
nowhere? You're in the middle of a housing district. This is the only wooded
Yeah,
patch.
somebody walked out there to party.
Yeah.
They followed the same path you did.
Let's follow the same path you did. And
They said, "Let's sneak back in here." And
hey, this is the only way through. Let's go through here.
yeah,
And let's get behind this area because no one will see us.
or smell us.
Yeah.
Got a few markers up here. Got a red one, a blue one,
It's a bag.
another blue one.
It's a bag.
Those
That's
are
a
beer
can.
cans that came in the bag.
That's a can.
Middle of nowhere. There's a mess over here too.
It sure is on purpose.
And he said, it's a mess over here too. Yeah, because they've got it blocked off. It's not a mess by accident. Dr. World's Best.
War Chief says his friends have corralled him in to play or eat, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe to
Now,
have,
we said these things weren't intelligent,
they're
but
cunning.
they're more intelligent than this guy. Because they got him to walk right into the trap, right exactly where they wanted him to go. And it's not just him, but other people will follow the same
Certainly.
path. Dogs,
And he knows the Bigfoots are out there, right? He's actually looking for them, but he just doesn't realize that they're all predators.
and more intelligent than him.
Now these other people with the cans, and now the Bigfoots will drag trash from the nearby dumpsters and things like that, but this looks like partiers.
This looks like a party going on.
Somebody coming out here to smoke and drink.
Get out in the middle of the woods and, it's not a
Probably
big patch of woods.
Teenagers,
Yeah,
probably.
it's just a small
Yeah.
patch of woods that he's in.
Regular
Right
person
next
be
to a housing district.
drinking up at home. Yeah.
Yep.
Either an out, right.
Middle of nowhere.
That's not the middle of nowhere.
There's a mess over here too.
Yeah, because they want you going right where those beer cans are.
And so look, so it's a party area and look at how many blinds are all around it.
Yeah.
Because
a
people
corral.
come out there and sit.
Now, you see all these spikes? All these spiked trees right there? Now, you also see that this log is right here where they want animals and people to go to go over it, and both ways have got spikes. But what's going to happen right here, if you're trying to take a long step to get over this, what's going to happen with this root, this branch right here, and your foot goes right there, what's going to happen?
You can snag and fall.
And if you fall on this or fall on these things, if it doesn't kill you, it's going to cause a blood scent.
Slow you down for sure.
Yeah. There's another one. This is meant to grab your feet, grab an animal's hoof, anything that's coming through there. But that one right before that, I want to show it again. All that right there. If your foot gets caught right here, or that other one that was back here, you've got all these spiky, sharp instruments waiting for you. Even if it hits your hand, it's still going to cause a blood scent go in. That way, also, here's another one that's pointed towards him, which could impale him or an animal or a dog if he hits this trap. Don't hit it. It's designed to trip you. Never
Like
mind.
that.
He hit it. Never mind. He hit it. Oh my goodness. We told you not to hit it and you hit it.
There's some nests over here too.
Go hit it. Oh. Now. Okay, he's going to catch his foot on this. He's going to hit it. And he's going to lightly trip. Luckily, it's during the day.
Yeah.
Now.
And he's not running.
Yeah, and he's not running. But once he gets past this, say he was to stumble and fall. We showed you a little earlier of what to look for. And we're going to show it to you right in here. You see that?
The land spike?
If he was to have tripped and fell on all this, this thing is waiting on him. This one is waiting on him. It's designed for you to trip over that, stumble, and land on this. This is a trap that he doesn't know is there. And this is what he was calling the blue mark or the red marker.
The red mark. And then they put a blue mark there. So what does it mean when there's a blue mark and then a...
And this is a sack. This is what he said. This is, hey, there's a red marker. There's a blue marker. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3,
I think we got a black
4,
marker.
5. There's got to be another one.
Oh, look, we got a black marker.
Oh, we got a black marker.
Black marker.
Oh, is that a... That's a red marker. That's a red marker. Is that a red marker?
It's a red marker inside
It's
of
like a red marker. That's
We got
a
a red
red
marker.
cola thing. Is that a red marker too? What is
So
that?
what happens if there's one there and there and there and there?
That's an orange marker.
Is that, what does that mean?
Does anybody know what 5 or 6 cans of beer
Look,
with a
it's to
sack?
me like
What would anybody be doing
somebody
out there
grabbed a
with?
6-pack and headed to the woods. Put it in the bag so they could sneak it out of the house or sneak it into the woods with it.
But this is his red marker and his blue marker. Oh, he's gonna say, "Oh, there's
And that
another.
blue marker.
There's another blue marker. There's another blue
That
marker. There's another one."
Did you get that one?
Yeah, I think there's. I always hold on.
What are the odds of that?
Pretty good.
Pretty good if people
Pretty
sneaking
good.
out there with a 6-pack. With a sack, they probably carried that 6-pack out there in that red sack.
Should we talk about the cans that are
Yeah, here's a second.
squished? Okay.
Boom! Hit that one. It fell on that.
Odds of that.
What are the
He
odds?
laughs.
What are the odds of that? The Bigfoots didn't take that 6-pack out there and in the sack from the store. Come on, guy. Let's do something else. See that one over there? There was one there. There's one there. Hold on, let me back
I
this
think
up.
5.
Okay, there's one out there showing. There's one right here. That's 2. There's one right there. That's 3. One right there. That's 4.
Well, they're markers.
There's one right there. That's 5.
The top researcher says those are Bigfoot markers. Hear that alarm?
Let me back it up. There's that first one. Right here. This makes number 6. This is a 6-pack that was carried out there in a red sack. But he's saying that's a red marker. That's a blue marker. And that's another blue marker.
What are the odds?
What are the odds? Out here in the middle of nowhere. By something to sit on.
By something to sit on, exactly. Appalachian says, rolling on the floor laughing, and War Chief says, somebody got drunk and dropped their sack. Yeah, pretty much it.
That's it.
What are the odds?
But the world's best is saying, what? These are Bigfoot markers.
It just happened. Yeah.
And we want to also hit that. Hit it.
There's a water bottle right there.
What are they?
Now he's saying, what are the odds?
We're
Now-
saying pretty good.
Now we're gonna say this, and maybe people can figure this out. And this is probably a lot of people's younger days. But if you poke a hole in the side of a can, right there, if you poke a hole in the side of that can and you pop that top, some people may know what it's called.
For medicinal purposes.
Yeah, and only for educational purposes and criticism.
If you watch any old movie.
Yeah, if you watch any old movies,
Yeah.
when you put a hole in a can, you can put it there or you can put it there, and you open and you pop the top, and you turn this up real fast.
That's a party area.
That's a name for that kind of can. Now, I don't know if anybody knows. We may mention what that
They
name
know. They know.
that is.
They know.
But also, she called it a bomb.
Tracker B, we weren't asking for the name. We were trying to avoid the name.
War Chief is saying,
I told you they know.
from experience, Leaders, and she put laugh out loud. And she said, weekend, and Sage said, bong, where?
Appalachian says, whatever it is, it's hard up for some money if they're drinking natural light. JR says, even Bigfoot needs garbage dumps.
Let me get up that one. Yeah, that's a good one, Appalachian. You're right, too. Yeah, they got a sack and a 6-pack and went out there with a little bit of smoke and a little bit of drink. And
wanted to be by themselves, not realizing that they were in a trap.
Yeah. Appalachian says, we all know what that means. It's the old reliable weekend. Tracker says, hi, Sage. She said, laugh out loud experience. I said, hey, Tracker. But actually, the word I was looking for was shotgun. I don't know if anyone who might know anybody who might have done that at a party or a get together, you poke a hole in it,
Okay, we don't need to go into detail. We got chilling.
and then yeah. Now what?
Two things you shouldn't do to the heavenly altar
Yeah.
of your body that contains the Holy Spirit. Don't put that in your
Yeah.
vessel.
Don't be drinking
It's
this,
unless
or
you have a prescription.
let me see if I can. Now this is the one that y'all were talking about. Wait a minute, let's see. War Chief said they were partying with the predator Bigfoots.
Yeah.
They
didn't know it, but yeah,
Yeah,
those
they didn't
things
know
were
it.
around. You can bet.
And if they pass, well, I don't think they would have passed out with a 6-pack. The Appalachian man says, we all know which one was drank first. Yeah, you're right. Now, if you notice on this one, there is a hole here, there's a hole here, there's a hole there, there's a hole there, and there's a hole
that's
there.
God telling us, let's move on.
Yeah, God just told us to move on. But this is the one everybody else was talking about because it's got some holes poked in it right here.
So he doesn't even realize it's just a little party spot right here. There is Bigfoot all around, but this has a reasonable human explanation.
Hey, so War Chief, they are hard up for friends too. So all these cans are.
They're not markers. They're not they're indicators of a party spot, but they're not markers.
Yeah, these
They're
are
not Bigfoot markers.
These are Bigfoot
what
markers.
are they marking?
Yeah.
Other than this is the log.
And this is the place. This is the spot.
This is the place where your parents can't see you.
Where nobody can see you. She said, does it say
She said,
daddy?
does it say daddy? I was wondering that myself. I think it does say I wondered. I'm not sure. It does look like it says daddy, don't it?
Natty daddy?
Natty daddy? I don't even know anymore.
Yeah, let's see if. Oh, now also
Appalachian says, yes, it do.
she said, yes, it do. Does it say daddy? Yes, it do. But this also right here is put in that trail. This is also to trip, to get you to fall. And there should be some spikes further up. There may not be spikes here because of this party that went on, because they probably seen that spike and just picked it up and looked at it and threw it off somewhere. But there may be one. But this right here is on that trail too, and is designed to trip.
Listen to the bird. Like that. Trip.
Ooh, he tripped
He
again.
tripped again.
He's hit every trap that was put there. He's hit every one of them. And he's the best in the world. He's the world's best. But y'all heard that
And thinks we're full
alarm.
of crap. Or I'm full of crap.
Yeah. And
You are by
everybody.
extension.
I don't think so. Not with what we see him doing. This guy is. But hear a bird, find a bird. That's an alarm.
Sure is.
And it only happened when he got back here. It didn't happen anywhere else until he
Yeah.
got into this back area.
We've had it happen.
And you can even see once he hits all these traps and goes through there, that bird's going to start alerting. What are the odds of that? He called them markers, Bigfoot markers.
Markers and playpens.
No alarm.
He's not telling you anything about the bows, nothing about the traps.
He's going to trip over this. There it
nothing
is.
about the shoots.
We were talking when he hit that one. I like hearing them hit their tracks.
We got to remember to lift up our feet.
He's hit every one of them. Hit another one.
Again? That was the other foot.
Uh-oh. More markers.
Markers!
More markers. Yeah.
Some more trash.
Oh, now he's calling it trash.
What are the odds?
Now he's calling it trash. He said
What are the
there's more
odds?
trash up there.
Those
he's
are
not,
white markers.
he's not calling these markers. He's calling these he said there's more trash.
Where was the other trash? Because that was markers.
Those were markers. Party markers. Those are party markers.
Party markers.
Oh.
I hope he's got steel-toe boots on.
Some more trash.
He said they're all blue and zoomed out real fast. Or she said, bird, 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 bird is the word. Bird, 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 bird is the word. Yeah. He said, well, he hit every mark.
He sure did. He sure did. He's just pointing them out to you.
Now he's kind of playing it off. He goes, there's more trash up there. There's some blue markers, zoom out. Let me zoom out. She said, oops, he just did. Stubbled.
Stubbed.
Stubbed. Which is
Some more trash.
it's zoomed out. There's something barking or howling in the background.
Yeah, I couldn't quite make that out.
But most of it's white. There's one.
Dogs might be dogs nearby at the apartment complex.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
wherever.
And there's a that's mostly all white right
Look,
there.
his ear is famous
Except for that one blue kind of area. And he goes, look, there's more trash over there, and zooms in. You can see all the white. He goes, and it's all blue.
Some more trash.
It's all white except for that one. All blue.
Hear it?
Hear a bird, find a bird. And there are traps all over the place.
These look like horizontals. Appalachian says, even Ray Stevens finds a curb every once in a while. War Chief says, yeah, and a short cigarette butt.
I can't believe this guy calls himself the world's best. Or the top
The
researcher.
top.
The top dog.
You're going to go in and correct people.
He's got blinds all around him. He's not even seen them. He don't know what they are.
I'm just glad they weren't hungry there that day.
Fern is here.
Hey, Fern.
Fern in the forest is
Fern
in the house.
the forest.
All right.
You got to go back and watch this one from the beginning, Fern.
This is the top researcher of the world in here. Okay. At least these war chief is saying, good to see you, Fern. And Trek Lorna saying, many faces watching. Yep, alarm's going off. Trek Lorna saying hello to Fern. Now, if this was us, we would be looking right here.
Yeah, for sure.
Right here.
Zoom in.
We would be zooming in right there. That's either a hut or, like a trail that goes in. But there's a blind all around it. So there's something back here. I don't know what that is, too, up there on top. So we need you zooming in up over there. Okay, you missed it.
To the right. To the
Yeah.
right. Or at least back in here.
No, it's all on the ground. a bug in there or something. Okay, zoom in there.
There.
Zoom in there.
There.
Right there. Zoom in there.
Come on.
Even looks like a.
Come on.
Where you going? Hey, not over there. Over here. Zoom in here.
Right
Zoom
there.
in here.
Right there.
Zoom in there.
Oh.
That's the top researcher. That's the top researcher.
Go take that path of least resistance now. Right there. How could you not? How could you not? How could you not?
I'll try to
Come on.
the biggest hut right there, and you're. Let me try it again.
Is that where the alarm's coming out of?
Yeah, that's where the alarm's coming out of.
How could you not? Why would you not? What is that?
Yeah, that's the spot you need to be looking at. That
War
you
Chief,
see this
did you
trail
see
going in
anything?
here? Top researcher, you see that? You see how it's all discolored right there in front
This
of it?
reminds me of behind the Choctaw housing. Right there.
Get in here, not over here. This could be an out, like a outway or someplace to watch.
But that's the.
This is a spot you need to get into.
We're not recommending
Well,
that you do,
I'll
but
get into it.
if you were the top researcher, that's where you would go, or at least zoom in.
At least zoom in. Let me see if I can get a picture of that.
Maybe some of you with
Maybe some of y'all with big.
fancy schmancy TVs can see in there a little better.
Let me see if I can.
Can you see what this is?
What is it? Where?
Oh, I'm asking them if they can see what this is, and really anything in there, but War Chief says party pooper. Wow, look at those. We're expanding the picture. Giving everybody time to try to zoom in, particularly right in here. In here. It's hard to see it. Oh, we wish. If only he had not just skimmed right past the most logical spot to look.
Might have something.
Do any of y'all see anything in there? Fern sent a photo. Give us just a second. I don't think it's clear enough, do you, for them to see?
Maybe. We're gonna load this real fast.
Fern sent this. Pretty blurry though, Fern. Man, he could have saved us a lot of trouble, couldn't he have? If he'd have just zoomed in there. Give us just 1 second.
Because he's missed a couple already, so. Let's see if I can.
Yeah, that's so.
I think maybe they can get the. We're going to try this. It's not real perfect because it's at a distance.
And then Fern sent a picture too.
Okay, so this is we zoomed in best we could right there. I know it's dark. I'm gonna bring it up a little bit more. Oh, you can see it's pretty decent. So there is I think there's a branch right there at the bottom.
Is that this?
Yeah.
That's the branch he's talking about?
Yeah, this is the branch that is at the bottom of the photo. So what I'm looking at is right here that's in there. You can see something. So we're going to bring that back up. Remember that this is that branch at the bottom. That branch is right there at the bottom, but if you can kind of see a nose and the face. Give me 1 second. I think. Let me do one more thing. I think I can.
Look how this is all, while he does that, look how this is all wrapped, woven around.
Oh, yeah.
Here too. Wish he'd have figured that camera out before he got up in that spot. Well, he could zoom in everywhere else. He's zooming into the tree bark and just not the gaping holes. He's trying to write with a cursor.
I'm trying to write in cursive. Okay, maybe it's like.
I don't know. I don't even.
It may look
It
better
looks
on.
like something's in there, but it's just so pixelated, bringing it up
Yeah.
big. Even on yours, Fern. We're working. We're working.
For y'all. All right, we're gonna try to bring this back up.
Uh-oh. We paused too long.
Just one more second.
We paused too long. Did it go to the right one?
History.
I hope it didn't start over at the beginning or anything.
Right there. Okay, so this is probably the best that we can get this. There it was, if you know what you're looking at with this kind of help. It says eye in that big oval white area. And you may even have to squint your eye. If you squint, you can probably see it better. That black area is like a nose. And then you got another eye on the our right side. So I think it's still your right side. And then we're going to show you without it and with it and without it. That was a further one. And that's a branch. It kind of looks where the teeth would be. That's a branch area. Hopefully everybody can see this. And that's why we said that you should be looking in that nest area. And not at, because these things will sit in there and just watch you, not move, stay in the dark.
We saw earlier where they'll just close their eyes if they know you're looking at them.
Yep. So that's where he should have been looking.
But he cruised right by.
Okay. Yeah, he cruises right by. He just said, okay, nothing there, nothing to see here. Now this right here also is a blind on both sides, and predators always sit right behind those trees, watching these trails that are coming where the animals come by. And this is the blind also, so he can sit right in here, right behind that tree. There's some more debris here, giving it good cover. Oh, that's the blind. It's going to sit back there. It's going to sit behind that tree. Right here. This is where it sits. It's got a little spike here. It could use also. Let me back it up.
White marker right there with a bunch of different sticks broke off.
There's some kind of trash right there. Did he say that was a white marker?
Yeah, he said some kind of a marker with sticks broken off. These are land spikes, and it has been broken off tips. These are broken off. This is stuck in the ground. These are sharpened points.
Broken off from predators, from prey running across.
Yeah. He don't even know what he's looking at. He's trying to name stuff that he has no idea
He
what
thinks these are glyphs or symbols or something. There was a piece of trash off over here.
What kind of marker he said, say?
I think this was this piece of trash. It was right here. He might, if you back it up a half a second, it just shows barely right here. There we go. Right there. Truly.
Is that another beer can?
I'm not sure what truly is.
A while ago, you had Daddy. I don't know where these
Truly,
people
we're
live.
telling you the truth.
Truly, it's a very good Truly drink. White marker.
Yeah, he said white marker.
The sack was the red marker.
Yeah, and the blue cans
And the-
were each blue markers.
The blue markers, and the yellow beer can or the white beer can is the white
Is
marker.
that a beer can? I don't know what that
I don't know
is.
what
Or
it
maybe
is.
some kind of lemon drink. Or
It might be a lemon drink.
something. Who knows? So is
And
it a
then-
white and yellow marker?
I don't know what this guy. And he said, "Oh, and with
There
sticks
has been
broken off."
disturbance here.
But these are land spikes. These
This
are
is
things to cause.
Vine that's been snapped off.
Yeah, all this. Something is hit right here. These are to cause the blood scent or to impale. And you'll see these spikes here.
White marker right there.
That's
with
a
bunch of
spike,
different sticks
been broken off.
Yeah,
There's
it's
another
broken
one.
off because,
Here's one. Here's one.
but he doesn't understand why they're broken off. He's thinking it's some kind of language or communication between them.
Or they're playpen writing utensils. I don't know what's wrong with this guy. He just can't see. These things are predators. They're hunting in this area. And those ain't markers. Those are people partying.
Yeah.
He should have picked those cans up to see.
Yeah, you had listen, sir. You had a bag. You could have picked up that trash and hauled it on out of there.
You sure could have. And if you did pick them up, you would have seen those holes in it.
Yeah.
You could have smelt the can and smelt the thing that they were smoking.
We don't recommend sniffing too hard though, because you just never know these days. Don't want to be sucking up anything bad.
You would have seen that those holes are
Strategically placed, also.
yeah, to consume quicker whatever's in that can. And these spikes in the ground are all over, and you done tripped over 6 of them.
Now you know how they get broken off.
Now you know how to get broken off. You trip over them and break them, or something. Animal lands on them. Spike. Spike. Stick that in the ground. See what happens. Spike. Spike. Spike.
What are the odds?
Is that what he said? You say that.
I said that because you said that last time.
What are the odds? This guy can't be the top researcher. Come on.
War Chief says, if this man is a top researcher, I'm a monkey's uncle.
He says party pooper, and he says I think that's pooper. And it's fresh as December. We seen the picture, but it was just a little too far out. This is what
But thank
War
you
Chief
for
said. He
War
said-
Chief's.
oh.
Yeah.
He said, "This man's the top researcher. I'm the monkey's uncle."
War Chief says, I see another small face just above the lay down log.
Okay.
And he says, lead horse, I sent you a pic.
Okay. That's so much true.
And he says, no matter how many times you run it back, he'll never see what we see, lead horse.
You're right.
It's so hard to see. Looking at a picture real quick.
Yeah, it's hard to see.
Yeah, let's keep moving.
Okay. But thank you, War Chief. Also, Kay said, thank you. We have to be up early at 5 tomorrow. Thank you for the educational video. Wish I could finish with y'all. We'll watch replay. God bless and good rest. Or good rest and God bless. All right, Kay. And say hi to Lonnie. Oh, I'm missing something.
And if we ever forget to send the link again, just text us on the phone and let us know, and we'll get it to you quicker.
Yeah, that was our fault again. Okay, so he's missing all these spikes.
And he's fixing to head down that open path. Hear the alarm again.
White marker right there with a bunch of different sticks broke off.
Look at all these spikes all over the place. And they're stuck in the ground and some's been
You
knocked
see how
over.
that's all just woven? That's not natural.
Alarm's going off. Predators are in those blinds.
There's another white marker.
Is that a white marker?
It might be. I don't know.
Or
Maybe
is that
maybe it's just
there's something stuck
dried
in the
wood,
ground
dead wood.
that had a spike on it. Well, this is also a blind.
Yeah.
The trees put in it. Right behind it, over here's the trail. If you cross all that, right back in there. This is all blinds all the way through here. Yeah. Now that'd be something to go spot
Good.
out.
Glad he's zooming in here. Good.
I'll also go. Well, I guess you better not. But yeah, this would be a great
Definitely
spot
a
for them.
place to zoom into. He did
Yeah.
a good job there. That's a danger zone. So that dark area there too.
Also, this up here.
Yeah, don't forget the blinds can be up high too.
Yeah. And it can just be a tree that's in front of another, but it can be pulled there to cover where because they're watching this trail that he's walking down.
Definitely. Couldn't zoom into the big hole, but you can zoom into that, huh?
Good zoom in where they were sitting.
I think it's about done.
Okay. It looks like it's about done. Let's go ahead and
I'm about done.
I'm done.
We're gonna
We're
catch
gonna
up on the final messages.
we're gonna turn this around real fast
Turn on the lights.
and turn on the lights, and we'll be right back. There we go. All right. Here's some more Bigfoots real fast for you. Here's one War Chief saw up close.
Personal.
And this is one this is the first one I've seen. It's actually two. Here's a giant. It's bent over a little bit. This was from Tracker Night Stars. Here's that face blowing it up a little bit more. Here's from Tracker K, who just had to leave. There's two of those. One of them looks like a cat. One of them looks like a fur. It's got fur all over it. Just a little white there. Here's the alligator face-looking one. And here's one that was in that den that we talked about. And that's why he should have zoomed in that area. This is the same thing.
See a little puppy in the foreground, and the predator's face is up over its shoulder to the right.
Yeah, that's a little puppy in there with it. Let me take that banner down.
Either a puppy or a small terrier.
And that's why we said, yeah, he should have looked in there, not over there at the dirt. He should have been looking inside of it. There's also another one that's side view. And here's another one right there up on a slope that was above us a little ways.
I didn't see that. Did you show that one?
Here's one that was at a stickball game.
It was actually two there.
And there wasn't much vegetation there.
There's one to the left straight on, and the one to the right is a little more angled and not straight on.
And all right.
Look what Mr. Williams won for me today. I would have him in, but I couldn't get the left one in tonight quick enough. Aren't they gorgeous?
Put it a little further.
Choctaw beadwork. We went to, he signed a raffle. He's the last one to get into
Last
the
one to sign the raffle. And
at the community center.
they went up to do the drawing. Everybody was there, and I noticed they're like,
He did right before they called it. The guy was digging around. He said, "I'm gonna dig all the way to the bottom." And Jerry nudged me twice, and then they said, "Jerry Williams."
they said, Jerry Williams.
Pretty cool. We hadn't been there in a long time, and went in just longer. And they don't do a raffle all the time. So, but they're beautiful.
I don't know if girls were supposed to be the only ones to enter that thing. I don't know, but some of the guys said, "You got your earrings on, or where's your earrings?" But yeah, we won that today, and we haven't been to that place in a while, and
That was pretty cool.
that was something to go in there and win the grand prize. Everybody probably said, "Well, they said come back."
Guy.
That guy. Kelly had to leave, but she's back. She said, "I'm back." What
Now we
she
gotta
gave
leave.
her, yeah, thumbs up. And what she said, be sure to look at the pic. It was just a little too distorted, but it was a good pic.
Appalachian says, "I bet he is zooming in on the trees looking for wood spirits."
He probably was.
Yep. Fern says, now he does know that they can go translucent. Fern says, "Lost you guys."
Oh, wow, okay.
War Chief says, "Yeah, he's looking for tree huggers."
Yeah.
And Appalachian says, "LOL, you know it." And
You
War
know
Chief
it.
says, "Beautiful earrings. They sure are."
Oh,
I just
Yeah.
got to work on. I don't wear them very often, so I got to work on getting that. They heal up real fast, so I need to wear them more often.
so this guy needs to get this book and read it. He needs to get this book and read it.
In the comments
And he
is
needs
the
to get
link.
this book and read it.
Yeah.
And yeah, in the comments,
It's the link to the interview we had with him. There's a playlist that says interviews, and that one says top Bigfoot researcher or something like that. The interview we had with him. Some of you will remember it, but if you haven't seen it, go
yeah,
watch it.
I think he was kind of happy that we put top researcher up there. Then when we got on there, it was like, he goes, "Well, I think they photosynthesis is how they eat. They just lay in the sun and They get fed that way, and I don't think they drink water, and I don't think they eat meat. And I don't think.
1,200, 2,000 pound.
I don't think. Maybe could be. I think maybe could be.
The one thing he was sure of is that I was full of crap when he first gave me a comment when I said that they are predators on someone else's video when I was trying to warn them for their safety. He said that with authority.
And these things are
full of crap.
And these things are building traps, building corrals, building chutes. Got spikes, got land spikes, got
We're
clubs.
not laughing about them doing that. We're just laughing about.
They use rocks.
He doesn't see this.
They use everything that they can get. They got speed. They got their teeth. They got claws. They got strength.
If it's built like a predator and it walks like a predator,
Well, yeah. And there's some guys out there that can see all the things. And like Tracker 888, because he was a biologist or graduated that way. And he said, function equals
form equals function.
Or form equals function. So these things got power, claws, sharp teeth,
the strength, the agility, the speed,
the cunningness to build these traps, build these chutes. And this guy walked right down the chute, right where he was supposed to be going. He walked right into the traps, right into the...
And then giggled about it.
Yeah, didn't know what he was doing. But that's the top researcher. So if...
We're not calling him that. He's calling him that.
He calls himself that. We all know. And even like War Chief said, let's see if I got it back up here.
But, we want him to be safe, too. He's clearly going out into areas where they are.
Yeah, he said, if this man's the top researcher, I'm a monkey's uncle. And
Bummer. I think she's saying bummer.
Oh. And she said, yeah, he needs to take the class. He sure does. And what she says, oh, Yogi. The bear was smarter than this researcher. He sure is.
Just not coming to the same conclusions, that's for sure.
And even Yogi knew how to get a picnic basket.
Appalachian says there are too many missing people. He would see that and go, look, it's a marker. Appalachian says there are too many missing people, pets, and livestock for them to not be predators. Exactly.
And all of the hybrid, water hybrids, Mothman hybrids, ones with wings, ones with hooves.
Watch our Spider Squatch DNA videos for that.
And they is smiling.
Let us know he's been in the room.
Yeah, it was he was the one that brought up the form equals function. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and pray. Thank you for spending time with us and learning and commenting, and thank you for being here. And we love you guys.
Yeah.
Father, we thank you just for this evening. Thank you for giving us clear transmission through the whole thing. There were just a couple of little tiny glitches in there, and they didn't last long. We thank you so much for that. We thank you for the people that are here, and we thank you for the ones that will watch it in the future. And we love you, Lord. You're just an amazing, amazing God, and we appreciate you so much, all the ways that you take care of each of us. We love you. In Jesus' name, the name of your son, Yeshua. Amen.
Amen. All right. We're going to...
God bless and good rest.
Yeah. All right. So, everybody, we will see y'all again as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Have a good night. Good rest, and God bless.
So we're on our way in a snowstorm to go try to find someone who's lost in the woods. Y'all say a prayer.
Footsteps walking when I do, I hear the sound, but see nothing as I look around. I see many eyes shining, following everywhere I go. Every time I look in the dark, they're looking at me. A foul smell in the air as people walk around without a care. Shadows in the corner of my eye, but when I turn to look, there is nothing there. A blur passes by, but what do I see? Only that who calls my name from the forest, the same as my father do. My hair stands up on the back of my neck. I feel sick and dizzy now, disoriented, spinning around. A large wolf on 2 feet follows me, lurking and smirking from tree to tree, whistling for me to look as a clawed hand waves. My body tries to tremble, but I'm staying brave. Something sways back and forth, I look away. I remember my mother always told me that when I hear and see this in the woods or around town, I am to sound the alarm, but let others know predator Bigfoots are hunting, and I should go and let her know. My father knows what to do as he calls to other men too. Mothers find their children and let them know to stay close. Stay in the house and pull the shades down. Hold your breath and don't make a sound. On from the teaser before the predator Bigfoots are back and hungry for more. Man and woman form lines to clear the land. The brushes beat as townspeople walk from the street to the wood line, moving slow into the woods now, making no sound as a gifting tree is found. Food and children's items with sales and flowers too. Why would someone do this to our town? Putting us all in danger. The shoes of a stranger are seen. Someone has been feeding predator Bigfoots near our family's home. Trees bowed and pulled down, sharpened spikes placed in the ground as the forest goes quiet. Not a bird, cricket, or frog. The trees are still, the forest has a chill. Weapons now ready as all know the sign that predator Bigfoots are around. Now it's a trap as he slaps on a tree. A whoop over there and a breath next to me. Now whoops everywhere behind every tree. A raven's call, but that's not all. Coyote sounds, how is broken branches are heard. A baby's cry, I hear a hoot, and an owl flies by a call for help. Then the sound of a scream, like a dream will come to the reality of now. Predator Bigfoots all around fear calm in the rain as the ground is now stained. The forest now quiet as only few walk away. Now we look for the one who gifted the predators our town.